Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is under intense scrutiny following serious allegations that could shake the very core of trust and discipline within the United States Department of Defense. According to recent reports, Hegseth allegedly leaked sensitive military operation details, specifically information about U.S. airstrikes on Houthi targets in Yemen, through a private signal chat. What's especially alarming is that this information may have been shared not just with close family members, but potentially with individuals outside the immediate circle of need-to-know clearance. This incident is already drawing sharp criticism from across the political spectrum, raising troubling questions about the boundaries of power, judgment, and national security at the highest levels of government. What exactly happened? Sources familiar with the situation claim that Hegseth, in the course of a personal conversation, disclosed classified operational details regarding ongoing military activities in Yemen, specifically U.S. airstrikes targeting Houthi rebels. While the content of those messages hasn't been fully revealed to the public, insiders suggest the details were sensitive enough to raise alarm bells within intelligence circles, triggering an internal probe. Signal, the encrypted messaging platform he allegedly used, is commonly seen as secure, but that doesn't make it appropriate for handling national security intel, especially when shared outside official secured communication channels. Why this matters. Military operations, especially active strikes, are among the most tightly controlled secrets in any administration. Timing, targets, and logistics are protected to prevent retaliation, protect lives, and preserve the strategic edge. Even a casual mention of classified movements can jeopardize missions, expose U.S. personnel to danger, and undermine diplomatic relationships in fragile regions. This isn't just about bad optics, it's potentially a breach of national security protocol with real-world consequences. The White House reacts. With tensions now running high, the White House has reportedly launched steps to potentially replace Hegseth as defense secretary. While no official announcement has been made yet, multiple sources inside the administration confirm that alternatives are already being discussed behind closed doors. This signals a serious loss of confidence in Hegseth's leadership and possibly a move to preserve the integrity of the Defense Department. This scandal also comes at a critical time as the U.S. is managing multiple international hotspots, from the Middle East to Eastern Europe, and cannot afford internal instability or lapses in discipline at the top. A bigger political firestorm? Hegseth, a prominent conservative figure and former Fox News contributor, was always a controversial appointment. His critics have often pointed to his lack of formal military command experience and his outspoken political activism. Now, with this leak investigation looming large, many of his detractors are doubling down, calling for his resignation or immediate removal. On the other hand, his supporters argue the backlash is politically motivated, suggesting that internal forces are weaponizing a mistake to discredit a man who has always spoken his mind. But even among those defenders, there's growing pressure for transparency, accountability, and full cooperation with investigators. What happens next? Here's what we're watching. An official internal investigation is already underway. Legal experts and military prosecutors may weigh in if evidence shows a violation of national security laws or breach of classified communications protocols. The Department of Defense is in damage control mode, trying to assess the scope of the leak and reassure allies that operations remain secure. And of course, the White House may be days or even hours away from announcing a leadership shakeup at the Pentagon. Final thoughts. This situation is still developing rapidly, but one thing is clear, this isn't just about one message in one chat. It's about trust, responsibility, and the weight of leadership in the most powerful military on Earth. And when that trust is broken, even potentially, it shakes the entire system. Let me know if you'd like this adapted further into a script for YouTube, a podcast read, or a news-style segment.